cracked oak bridge. Just picked the Puma up with the horse drill. You see the linseeds in full flower up here. A field which was grass. So got a lot of linseed this year. The chap who owns it wants us to farm it now. He no longer wants grass there. So got linseed there, and the other neighbour's field is also linseed opposite, which joins the grass field. So we are going to go off and drill some nectar mix. Shouldn't take us too long with this drill at 12 metres. Our only concern with the land we've got now is getting it drilled with this drill if it turns wet. So we have to think about a wet weather setup, because obviously we no longer have access to the 6 metre power arrow. So that was sold in the neighbour's auction. This tractor really does need a wash at the moment. It's covered in dust from the spring drilling. So we're given a map of where to drill. One bit is straightforward, which is the second bit we're going to do. The first bit not so. So the second bit we're drilling is a whole field. Nice and simple, which is this one on the right. And the first bit, well, we've just got to drill a patch of the field we dissed in the last video. We'll put the seed in, which is a real mixture of types and varieties, so we'll see what it comes up like. This to drill, and we've actually got the crop in the field to drill. Once we get beyond the end of May, it's too late to drill either of these really. He's still not short of silage down here. He's not managed to get as many cattle as he was hoping through the winter. Those that come up weren't of the quality he wanted, which is fair enough. So we can leave machinery up here as well. So we basically got to straighten out this headland, which should be fun, especially with this drill. Make sure there's no fertilizer in the drill. Right, so I'm hoping this is going to work. Here somewhere we need to start. This end's basically not the best of soil. Why is that not going down? Try going with that one. Away. It's just everything to the left of us. Just 3 steps in that headland. Absolutely spot on there. Obviously it's not quite to the hedge. Bear in mind when you put this in, there's still a 6 metre drill in play. We're trying to drill a 12 metre drill. There's going to be a few odd shapes. I'm hoping it's all going to work out okay. To wrap the drill through the edge, so that'd be a disaster. Little bits, it's not the end of the world doing this. Maybe putting a similar mix into this after harvest on some of the fields as well for next year. See how it comes up. So there's plenty of moisture in the soil at the moment. That's why we've waited this long to get it drilled. It's a bit dry earlier on. Interesting. This is all the way down this headland as well. This is easier, it's just 24 metres down this side. And obviously the rest of the field will be drilled with whatever crop he's decided we haven't got there. Good start to the day because it's only now 6:45 in the morning. Making the most of yesterday's rain. Can't get much easier than this for doing it. This has done a good job of chopping up the cover crop on here. Doesn't leave much to the field really, is ordinary cropping. He's mentioned both maize and sunflowers for this field. Grain maize as well. We have pointed out to him we do not own a header for that. So if he wants to go down this route, he will have to spend the money and get the header. We'll gladly combine it for him. As it stands at the moment, we will not spend money on the required header to do it, given everything else we've just spent and laid out on. Which I don't think is an unfair argument on our part. Try and do this one manually, I think. Let's try and latch onto the wrong GPS line there. This is either going to be an unmitigated disaster on our part, or look very colourful. I'm hoping it's going to be the colourful option. I've just had a message off him about this. Got a bit more to do on there than we thought. Has he changed it all? Not a problem for us. So all we've got to do is straighten out this side. Try to follow the disc lines for that one. If I get it wrong, I'll get it wrong. Be near enough though. Straighten it out, but don't go too far over from straightening it out was the message. We're a bit earlier in the day than he was expecting us. We would normally use GPS for this, but that was set up to put the line across the middle of the field and not go this direction. So we weren't expecting to have to go this direction with it. So hopefully we'll keep this fairly straight. At least he hasn't mentioned soybeans yet, so that's obviously another option he's gone before. believe he's got a set of discs for the temper, what can do them. I think I'll take that. It's fairly straight without GPS. Right, so that's all he wants on this field. That's the worst 2 bits of soil on here apparently. So obviously that's the other thing, with this being the first year we've been on to some of these fields. We don't know what the soil types are. Field down, 1 to go. What we've done there will earn more than what the crop will in the field probably. Feeling there's a set of gates here. Also got a feeling they may open this direction. Go. So a few years back you used to be able to get all the way down here into our field. Some sort of fallout in the past which put pay to that. You should be able to get through there. So he said do not try and open that gate. It may not end well. We're to go down here. And through this gate. Unfold it again. I can't get the headlands of this field drilled and see once we're a bit further along. Alright, so getting across this field now. If you have to do this one again, though, we'll be putting the class or the quad track on this drill. The Puma's been struggling a bit with the slope on some of this field. Been alright coming downhill, but going uphill we're about half the speed. Not the end of the world, but forever more push for time. Worth bearing in mind. This field is drilled really well though. It's picked up the headland one again. I've done that on the last time I set in. Far enough over. Even right this time. He said he really doesn't want us to roll this, so that's all good. One less job we've got to do. So just need to find out for certain what we're drilling on that other field. I know it's a tempo job, so this can be washed down and come off now. I think we're putting this one on the Mars this spring. So we're told to leave the gates open up the top end near the garden centre. So it makes it easier for us. Also been told not to try and get this out of that wooden gate. Looking at it, I can see why. There'll be much wooden gate left if we try to squeeze through it with this and turn onto the road. Just make our way back to our farm. It's probably taken over a quarter of that field out drilling this bird mix on there. Or nectar mix, however you want to refer to it. You want this side straightened up as well. There's quite a chunk of field in the short work this side. Be careful that breach. All these bridges are a bit on the small side. So hopefully within a couple of hours we get some news as to what we're drilling on there. If he's got the seed, let's wait for him to get himself sorted, as that's still quite early in the day. He's got to feed around before we think about anything like that. We can just get on with the arable work. Someone else is looking after the sheep for us. Every time we get involved, so they need moving or we need to take some more hay bales over. Good thing of being this sort of time of day, there isn't too much traffic about for moving this around these roads. Except someone's dog is roaming the roads. I was surprised how few complaints there were about all the plans that went in up here and the work we've done. then no one can really see it from the village. Alright, so hopefully by the time you join us again we'll know what we're drilling and if we're drilling anything else for him. But for now, that's where we'll leave this video, so I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.